Hey everybody, in this video we're going to cover a thing that finally upset me. I'm generally a pretty optimistic gamer, especially when it comes to games that are my favorite. I give them a lot of room, and honestly when I stop enjoying, I just stop playing. I'm not here to like gripe and tell them it has to be like another game or anything like that. And Blizzard finally did something in this latest update with Diablo 4 for what's coming in Season 5 that annoyed the crap out of me. Before I do that, I do want to cover something that I think is great, because I think Season 5 is going to be the time for bossing and for the average player to be able to see Uber Uniques for the first time, if not just a large collection of uniques that they might not have had access to simply because of the amount of time they have to spend. And so I think Season 5 is going to be where a lot more people are able to be in a place to actually grind out the bosses in a way that makes sense and doesn't feel horrible. And the main change that they have done is that right now we basically have a boss, and then you have to exit. You have to leave the dungeon, and then you have to reset dungeons, and then you have to go back and and fight the boss. And when you get to a certain level of power, you've already killed the boss. You're fine. You're just trying to get that gear piece that you're missing, or you're trying to get a better roll of it, or hopefully get it with greater fixes, because that would be absolutely incredible. So you're doing this, but you end up spending more time getting to the boss than it takes actually to kill the boss. And it's just that things like that for quality of life just make it very disproportionate. It's not like there's any challenge getting to the boss. You are just forced to do something that's really annoying to basically repeat the same thing that you want to do. They have made it so that the pillar in the middle that you load in the materials, now once you kill the boss, reloads. It just pops back up. And that allows you to load the materials back in. So you can go extremely fast, see a lot more drops, and have that chance to enjoyably find the thing you want, and for people who don't have that much time, actually have a chance at Uber Uniques. Now, they've even done one step farther, and that is the Beast in the Ice was kind of a pain because it was behind a nightmare dungeon. So if you died 4 times, even at your attempt to take down the boss, you lost all your materials and you're out. And so what they are going to switch that up, it's going to play like a normal boss. You can actually go, they'll alter loads, and you can stay and do it as much as you want. I think they're actually even eliminating the whole Nightmare Dungeon portion of that, so it'll be like a normal boss. You go in and fight it, and that'll help you get the materials that help you fight Andariel. So then you can fight Duriel and Andariel, and you're all good, and you can grind out all the pieces that you really are looking for. So I think this is going to be the season of uniques and Uber Uniques for everyone. I'm really excited to see what comes out of it. Obviously, with the grinding going up, then there's a lot of greater fixes on that, and we'll see powerful uniques that we've never seen before. So I'm super stoked to see what happens and just see more people get these high power levels of the game. Now, to the thing that didn't settle well with me, the thing that actually finally upset me. Blizzard made a promise, and they said that basically they're going to bring in my favorite game, which is what they are, ARPG, and they're going to add another game style to it, kind of like a rogue-like. And that's how it kind of described in my head. I was really excited for it. And I thought, this is going to be amazing. Like, the fact that they could put something that has a higher replayability, I think, for endgame. Because right now, it feels rough. If you are not ready to just constantly grind, and I know that's part of it with every ARPG, I get that. But season after season, that's my only answer for the endgame, and I have no other way to move things forward. I think that's a little rough. And I thought they were going to bring something that was more fun and dynamic, that could allow people, even without the perfect builds, to come in and really enjoy it. And the roguelike, if you guys have not played that style of game, is where you fight a bunch of monsters and you get an experience, and then you get a level up, and that level up you get 3 choices, and you get to choose one. So there's the random draw of what you get shown to you, as well as what you decide to select could have a major impact on your build. In those games, that's all there is. There isn't an existing build usually. There's maybe some gear and stuff that you can do, but for the most part, that is the core of your power. Is going to be like, oh, okay, do you get more projectiles? Do you get faster attack speed? Do you get more defense? Do you get lifesteal? Whatever elements that would really matter. And through those choices, you can finally get to builds that are very unique and very randomized, because it's like every run is going to be a little bit different. So you kind of have ideas what you like, but you can't guarantee it 100%. But that allows for like crazy chance at big power. And so what I was hoping to see is that we weren't 100% dependent on the build that we already have. So people who aren't like the best of the best still had a chance of doing really well based on their choices, based on how fast they killed monsters and then got experience and then level. But what they've done is it's only 5 rounds, and each of the rounds have 3 choices, like the normal thing. But the choices are really lame. Like, the benefit to choosing something is really minor, and they always have a cost. So it's like add another round of bosses in this next round and get a minuscule amount of things to actually spend on chests to then open up for your reward. And the rewards were also really weak, especially early on. You get there and you have to use all the material or all the items that you got. There's no building it up over multiple rounds. And it wasn't even enough to open most of the chests that, and any of the ones I wanted. And so it was like the ability to, I don't know, get more gold, like, which is, semi good, but the 5 options don't give you enough choice, and they generally seem like a big punishment. And what I do like about the roguelike is that generally when there's a punishment, there's a massive reward. And this didn't have it. It just a lot of punishment and little reward. And I feel like this has been a trend that they really don't understand the carrot side of it. They got the stick going really well, like, oh, earn that, grind that crap. But sometimes they miss, like, what would make this worth doing. What I'd like to see is at least a handful of rounds, at least 10 rounds, and not everything has to have a consequence. That it can, if it's a really great ad, then put a consequence on it. If it's not, then that would be awesome. And make sure that it isn't just the build that you have is 99% of the determination of if you're going to do well. And that's already the rest of the end game. We didn't need more of that. Can we actually make choices, even if our build isn't perfect, that would allow us to get very powerful in this game and get materials that can help us to get even more powerful for the stuff outside? I would just love to see that reward go way up, keep the versatility of the game, stop trying to force it always to, well, it has to be you have the best build in the game, that's the only thing that matters. So I would really like to see these changes before they come. I know there was a lot of feedback. People did not enjoy this mechanic as well. I wasn't the only one. But I'd like to see them bring about something that has been a very proven industry. If you look at like Vampire Survivor, or even like a newer one like the Deep Rock Galactic Survivor is fantastic. I don't know, these games are really fun. So this is in no way deter me from wanting to play Season 5. I know they've been listening a lot more than they ever have in a way where I'm actually very hopeful that at least something good will come. I've seen a lot of feedback from different creators, and I think we're on a very similar page on what we'd like to see. And hopefully they took these notes and saw it from enough places that they change it before Season 5 comes out so we can enjoy a new element to Endgame that isn't just grind all the time. I know that's ARPG, like we do that. I get it. I'm going to do that still. But I would love to have had another option, like when I'm not feeling, maybe a day, I just want to like still have progress my build, but I feel like I can only do one thing to do so. And so this is going to add a lot to it. Now, if you are playing Diablo and you're getting ready for Season 5, make sure you check out this video where we go through 5 tips of things you should turn off in your settings that'll make your gameplay far more enjoyable.